I'm trying to get you the topic. Yes. Otumfo say to eya ohini or ohini kese e Ghana. Endra and I say a weekendi event ko so Kumasi emanana e na adwun say sebio obeka asem akire Ghana for. Now the question Obi Ebusan said Nanaka say no one loves to pay taxes but there's no other way. And also can sembi eka ho audio no ha mebo. Otumfo 32 e ohene kese e Ghana. Sebio Otumfo 32 he understands what leadership is. See, because leadership at the peak or a nipebia, he is a living example because oyohinia odi a dominim. Sebio Otumfo said to understand what leadership and what accountability is. Sebio Otumfo said to the king of the Ashanti understands when you are leading people, you always have to make sure your lifestyle should be a lifestyle. It will not infuriate the people. It will not get them pissed. It will not get them angry. Especially when you are leading a group of people. Nyomemwa diamo mwa. E also kasemu. Eye intadia ubeshemu. Sebio awose oye nyomama amanfo no hu se sebio ye bre oso one ye na ebre. E wose oni ye bi ene nyome bi obaye be kire se me na me ye panyina mudi menim sebio yedru ahohiahia brem na me kire mo se yedru ahohiahia brem me suban me ne ye ene be kire mo se sebio muma ye nyina ye nto ye boase na kakra na aka no ye mfa ye sa enche na sebio duane kakra de beba ye ache ne kakra. Into when you are talking about leadership, when we are talking about obia or leadership di and also obia also holding responsible when it comes to leadership power Otumfo 32 because or a leader kasia or di a dominim. The reason why until Otumfo said to na konwa na ya konwa bia ya konwa kese ne se ya konwa bia ya konwa edi nipakuo bi so a omonko na kakasa baako ya asante kasa sebio oba Ghana nkonwa bebre wo Ghana paramount bebre wo Ghana nanso uko enkro bi so a the language they speak majority of these regions they speak 2 3 4 5 languages but when it come to Otumfo akonwa na sia omunyina kakasa baako enti na ema Otumfo akonwa na akonwa bi asebio edum pre bi Ghana kasa akonwa soronko because otumi de kasa baako pe eka oma omudi na chinyina abom sebio ema ebimu so enya no wrong say so because Otumfo yo ohene kase a enya santefo nko na ma Otumfo yo ohene kase mesa kasa asemo biem when somebody says Otumfo is a powerful king enya asantefo a yewo am say me papa ya asantini me mama ya asantini kwa omo no mo form Otumfo kingdom no Otumfo can never be Otumfo without other people. And I'm going to say this again, asantefo kwa to be ma Otumfo nya Otumfo sebio asase eteso Ghana no ye ni ekuo bi omo ka say yen kwa na ya asantefo asante bread left and right me papa ya asantini me maame asantini ye na ya ma asanteman abedu bebi eduri ye na ye pagya asanteman ebi ni ho enda me no ka say ye ni bebia ana say ontumi wura asanteman mu ka say nipa dodo we ana ekuo we nko na ya asantefo ebi ni ho because the ma asanteman ya asanteman ama asanteman ye kase ne say asanteman di mojafra asanteman edi mojafra asanteman di no ena ma asanteman be asanteman enti as we speak today there's nothing obi betuma ka kire me convince me say asantefo omo sebi omo ka me say omo papa eya asantini omo maame asantini ena ma Otumfo akondwane akonwa kase oboa eye aware eye anyonkofa eye maybe esom ena ma nipa bi eso di omo ho abedom asanteman ema asanteman mu atre ema asanteman aba asanteman ama ende ye bo Otumfo say tutu din a ye mbo ne din se Asantehene ye bo ne din se oyo hene kase a odi ni penim until nobody should get it wrong. Nobody should sit anywhere else and say asantefo ena eye Otumfo into asantefo na ye Otumfo da bi eye nipakuo bi ena ene asanteman edi mojafra ye wa asantefo mu ni pepefo ware ye ewo ma omunya ya asantefo ye wa fantefo mu ni asantefo awo omunyina ya asantefo ye wa wonafo ende me no ka se wa wonaga ukọ hɔ a ya asantefo enya wonafo na awo Ashanti enye ade baako a obitima ka se eye nipakuo bi nko a ena ma Otumfo nipa kase into Otumfo kasa eye kase bi a ekọ ekireche ahemfo na aka no efiri se na asante dɔɔso asante di mojafra asante hyenua asante eni amanfo edito asante afa nipa foforo se omunua enti omunyina be asante for. So otumfo carries a lot of weight when he speaks. Na de ama asantema be unique ni say asantema kakasa bako. Otumfo said to understands what swearing an oath means. When you are giving power and authority, Otumfo said to one person, he understands say upwa ontuma na se uso akofenum na se udi nsia. He understands what follows it. He understands the weight edi saa de nechi, because akonwa anase nananom a oso a kire omo no se wanka no kure se asem na woka no se wendi so a unim se akonwa no betuma bo ahwe. Me ye odehye besum frifie me papa so aso a kire akonwa otumfo aso a kire nananom waso a kire konwa na saa dwumadi na ediye embra yeso a otumfo se oye ohene kese no the crème de la crème was saa dwumadi nim se otumfo esoeye e kire enkonwa e kire nananom e kire mo se ewiemo nsuomo medi no kure me make sure se asanteman no medi anim ama anim ate ama moso sebia bebia mo wo bia no mo hira me. So taking an oath as a leader, it comes with truth, it comes with honesty, it comes with everything that a man can afford confidence to follow you. So when you are called a king, say a fro or hinikesia, it is not just by the name, it's by the words, it's by the honesty, it's by being truthful to whatever is in front of you, irrespective of who is in front of you. Say uyemu ba krana se oya de na nya akonwa no hyew sikedwa no hyew so be kan anim, because sikedwa no asase so ye hu ne se ono na ye kronkron ye na ye di akonwa no chi no. So it is very important for any king, and as specifically otumfo or kasembia sebio yenjina no nsibone anything they do sometimes otumfo kasa yam pese obi be gina no esibone ana onkan ye nti otumfo kasa wote se ochia me gina nchen na we clean it up. Ebia nana nani amba no so na waka asem bia sebio bedwem no nana nano na ebia nani amba no so no oye mistake. Ochia me no job is to filter otumfo statement, because you hu otumfo asem bia be pia bontin bia say eye krogin. Otumfo said to nya ketwa. Until when otumfo speaks, the gods listen, and when otumfo speaks, it should be the truth.
I don't think and yes, so far, you have an analogous papa to mine. Emma and Father, so Momo. Some you go for me, you know. Never let watch one. That's my fan of bread. Enemy say, Father, wife and my not brother. That's my fan of bread. Enemy say, Father, wife and my not brother. That's my fan of bread. Enemy say, Father, wife and my not brother. That's my fan of bread. Enemy say, Father, wife and my not brother. That's my fan of bread. Enemy say, Father, wife and my not brother. That's my fan of bread. Enemy say, Father, wife and my not brother.
Otumfo dinsia ewo nananom anim odi insikese a kire se wanfa no kure endi akonwa no so a nananom de omo pe no omo fanye no. That means say onim dwumadia edanenim and onim the consequences that comes with it. With all due respect to the king of the Ashanti, he has been a diligent king since he became the king of the Ashanti. de ema otumfo akonwa na odino ya akonwa sebio ema ende amanfo bi wawo mo ho ne se oye ohene a sebio onya ohene ebia onim de onya ohene ebia sebio onim ne left from right sebio onya ohene bia kofa ne kurase bi so obedi hene oye ohene bia sebio na wotu kwan nani ati nani ebie watena brochire ehu the difference between governance, good governance and bad governance. Otumfo said to be on one company or UK or Canada kakra. He has been a CEO, he has been a manager of company, and he has been a man who has gone through the mill when it comes to living in different locations, different geographical locations, and knowing what development is. In the time Otumfo said to Yabeno Asantehene, some people were so excited because he came with a lot of experience, even though he was young. He came with a lot of diverse opinion, even though he was young. He came with that spirit of the new generation kind of a king. So people like us, even though we were young, we saw Otumfo Setutu as one of the kings who would change the destiny of chieftaincy in Ghana. Enti Otumfo kasa, na mpanyinfo kasa, nana kasa, na insuasa. Last week, me video bi na Otumfo akuma aba. Na amanfo tro nana abutre adentra. Because what went into solving that problem, na a one northern regional, it wasn't easy to mediate in tokwa between brother and sister. Sebio onka omokasano to make sure say at the end of the day, a king from the south has been able to come to the north to solve a problem and that form. So I saw the man angry because he thought that some people were disrespecting him. That video, when I saw it, I realized that Otumfo knows what disrespect is. Otumfo does not take disrespect lightly. Otumfo always tries to protect the stool he's sitting on. So I saw, say, he was angry. He was furious because some people wanted to discredit him. Some people wanted to limit the respect he has been able to galvanize. Inti, Michelle Videoram said, this man believes in so many things. Now let's listen to Otumfo Setutu. Adentina, today we are discussing the king of the Ashanti. We are discussing the king of the Ashanti because asemna betone asembia efa 11 year budget ho. Sebio asemna da ho no eye Ghana fo asem. Enya Asante fo asem. Sebio asemna da parliament sia na wentwi aba no eye Ghana fo mpuntu asem. Enya Asante man ko mpuntu asem. Enya wona fo mpuntu asem. Enya srem fo mpuntu asem. Eye Ghana fo mpuntu asem. Enti Ghana ni bia with that right to speak their mind on the issue. Se me kama adwene wa asem no ho a me Kevin Taylor. Otumfo kasa okasama Asanteman okasama dodo. Otumfo kasa enti ne je so wiaw because eye asem a wo se ekofom ma obi ate ase. Eye asem a emu eduru. Enti when it comes to Ghana politics, especially budget issues if a king decides to speak on it, a king is supposed to speak on the national issue, not to entertain some people or not to make some people happy. Otumfo Setutu has spoken. And what did he say? My member video, no. Yeah, I'll take my time and then we'll go into Otumfo's statement. Otumfo nsem na no na eye asembia oka edie pleasing no ho. Ana oka e de please party in power ana se oka e de akire nkofo se baby ye duru no ye ni alternative bia na de that table no so no eno na ye mene asem no also fan different angles. You find different angles because of the angle Otumfo Setutu efa asem ni free. It's all about e-levy. It's all about the stalemate when it comes to our budget. Na Sebio se asemasi na se efa Ghana ho na se ye ka sa asem na Sebio ye kama Ghana fo na se ye kama nipa bi. Let's listen to the king of the Ashanti, Otumfo Setutu.
And I do not know of any form of taxes which is less painful than others. So alas, governments of all hues will raise such taxes as they find necessary to meet our needs. And alas, if we are good citizens, we have to pay our taxes. We elect people to represent us to make sure there's some equilibrium in what governments do. It is to our good that our representatives in Parliament subject the national budget to the most rigorous scrutiny and to call for changes. Governments must always also have the humility to acknowledge and embrace useful inputs from all sources. But our representatives need to also bear in mind that it is not their role to either determine policy for the executive or to frustrate them from performing their legitimate duties. The good thing is, in a democracy, is that people listen, observe and weigh what their leaders do over time and pass their judgment at the appropriate time. So our parliamentary representatives can be assured that their contributions in the houses are not wasted. The people have noted them, and no doubt they will reflect on them when the time comes to determine the next phase in our governing process. That may be 2 years away, but that is what democracy demands. What is important now is for them to turn down the temperature and allow the process of governance to proceed so that the people retain their exclusive right to pass judgment on how they have been governed at the appropriate time. The captains of business and finance gathered here tonight need the certainty in our political climate to facilitate their successful operations. The global investment community seeks the certainty of our democratic commitment to encourage them to purchase our gold and invest in our economy. And the good people of Ghana want the reassurance that the democratic path that they have chosen remain irreversible.
All right, so that was Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II. I need to be specific on that. Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II, the king of the Ashanti. Now, Moana Ebia Sebio Brofo and Anakin, Amanfo Bibritro El commenting him. They don't think that Otumfuo wrote this speech. They wrote it for him. Sebio Amanfo bi kasa answer because Otumfuo ankasa aba Mrebi abeka say Mrebi Samuel Abujanapo etro speech man so onkan and also onkan. Na amanfo no dodo no dwen say sa speech we no Otumfuo no oya politics na obi jetroma no me amete ha as the CEO of Loud Silence Media no the statement from Otumfuo is from Otumfuo. Whoever wrote it minim so bi na chro yo minim Otumfuo na chro ya as it's coming from Otumfuo it is coming from ahemfie enti me hu ni say eye Otumfuo Osei-Tutu sebio nananom nyansa na motena ase e no mo statement e na o make his statement no I don't know whether somebody wrote it or not but asem na Otumfuo kan no enom e na ye begina so aka yensema wo se kan nde now brofo na sebio Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II eka mo ana sebio brofo sam no e din ka mama kakra no ma me chechem kakra bi na afa yenko enim Otumfuo Osei-Tutu ka say eye eto ya ade bi ahia na ohun ni say ye nipa bi a enye eto nya ade bi a edese obi abetua but eye say sebio edum pempenso bi a ye nyina ye bekan ho abom na ye tua to emom ye mom de but Otumfuo Osei-Tutu hu ni say eto de eye say ye nyina ye betua. Now, kai say asma Otumfuo ekana efa eye the esi o budget no or parliament no NDC for so omo are rejected MPP for say omo pass no enti na ema Otumfuo Osei-Tutu eka ono so na adwene efa ho Otumfuo so ka say eye MP fo a omo wo eye parliament no o say omo MP fo omo no legislature no omo ho kwan say eye assembly to a anase assembly parliament ana policies bi ba na yadwene ho a omo ho kwan say omo be fifi mu omo be make sure say aban na oteso no ebe kirekire mu akosi efom ma obiate ne ho ase nti eye omo asede say omo parliament no omo be den omo be fifi nsem nim omo busabusa nsem ama make sure say eye sika ye koje anase ye de ba anase ye de be boy ho bra no sika bi a yate ase ansa na sebio omo ma ho kwan ama aban e de ayedwuma sebio in any day. These statements are beautiful statements in any day. But we are not in any day. But we are not in any time. Otumfuo asem no osaso ka say o say aban sebio eto na yetua no o say aban so ma ye hu ehun faso ɛwɔ sɛ aban so ɛtoɔ no bɛka ne nsa a ɛwɔ sɛ aban no tumi de yɛ biribi ma nipa no ho sɛ mpontodwuma bi anaasɛ mfasoɔ bi aba ɛyɛ ɛtoɔ no a yɛtua no so wei yɛ otumfoɔ borɔfoɔ kan no ne twi na mekyerɛ mu no nana sɛ aban so ɛwɔ asɛdeɛ sɛ ɔbɛma yɛne timamufoɔ no ɛhu sɛ ɛyɛ ɛtoɔ no a yɛtua no ɛtoɔ no ɛyɛ ɛtoɔ bi a ɔmode yɛ biribi ɛbɔ yɛ ho bra ɛpagya man no ɛde yɛ ndwuma ɛma yɛ so yɛtua ɛtoɔ no a yɛmma yɛyɛ mu hyehyɛ anaasɛ ɛnyɛ yɛya wei ne nsɛm bi a otumfoɔ sɛ tutu the second ɛkaeɛ ɛwɔ borɔfo mu a mesome ɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu ɛwɔ twi na ɔkɔɔ so kaa biribi ɔse ɔmo a ɔmo di anim anaasɛ ɔmo si anan mu ɛwɔ mmarahyɛ bedwa no ɛyɛ parliament no our representatives in parliament so otumfoɔ ka sɛ our representatives in parliament a ɔpɛ sɛ ɔkyerɛ sɛ ɔmo a ɔmo hyɛ anan mu ɛwɔ parliament anaasɛ mmarahyɛ bedwa mu no ɔmo no ɛnyɛ ɔmo asɛdeɛ it is not their role to frustrate the executive from performing its duties otumfoɔ ɔsɛ tutu kasa na ɔse ɛyɛ mmarahyɛ bedwamfoɔ no ɛnyɛ ɔmo tumi ɔmo ni saa tumi no anaasɛ ɛnyɛ ɔmo asɛdeɛ sɛ ɔmo bɛtaataa anaasɛ ɔmo bɛtete ɛyɛ presidency because yɛka sɛ executive a yɛka president no ɔse MPs no ɛnyɛ ɔmo asɛdeɛ sɛ ɔmo bɛtete ɛyɛ president sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a president bɛyɛ n'adwuma a na ɔmo twintwan na nemu ɛnyɛ ɔmo sɛdeɛ no ɛnyɛ ɔmo asɛdeɛ no ɔmo asɛdeɛ ne sɛ ɔmo deɛ ɔmo bɛtena parliament na ɔmo ɛbɛyɛ dɛn ɔmo bɛhyɛ mmara ɔmo make sure sɛ biribi ɛkɔ yi but ɔno deɛ ɔka kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ ɛyɛ MPs ɔmo parliament no a ɛndɛ budget asɛm yi aka nsinsanmu no ɛnyɛ ɔmo dwuma ɛnyɛ ɔmo asɛdeɛ sɛ ɔmo no ɛbɛtwintwan presidency anim ana executive anim abra executive pɛ sɛ ɔyɛ n'adwuma deɛ ɔtufoɔ pɛ sɛ ɔka nyina no sɛ yɛka sɛ deɛ ɛyɛ parliament foɔ no bi ɛtwintwan Akufo Addo anim a ɔmo ma no nyɛ adwuma wɔ so ɔyɛ kai sɛ Akufo Addo so otumfoɔ sɛ tutu so na ka sɛ yɛn support MP for no support aban na ɔmo nhwehwɛ de aban de bɛba parliament biara mu yie ansa na sikasɛm bi anaasɛ bibia na agye atum. He's the same man who is saying that the MPs should be scrutinizing government policies. And he's the same king saying that the legislature, the MPs, don't have the right to do what? Frustrate the executive. Now, Nana can say minua. Nana wanga say yensan suonienum. Nana wanga say insuona yakosano yama usika ansane nyibianom. Now, say I will say MP fui and scrutinize a year the Baba Parliament and make sure say yen to make Parliament inti and no represent here. One can also say the executive no and the government move for the Abba Parliament no ma MPs no so engineer scrutinize it and make sure because if it comes and it is good, the MPs will pass it. Now the only time you will see an MP going against or contesting a policy or a document brought in Parliament, nature say bia document na executive de buy no bibi wo ho na bibi wo ho amonti ase they need to scrutinize inti eno nti na who say MPs or Parliament they scrutinize budgets. Now asemi nyina ne saying so wotie otumfo asema kan ya to me I think otumfo Osetutu is doing politics, so we need to address him as a politician. Sebio Oyagani or who can so on so policies ho asem but se utie otumfo asem o kan ni nyina mu a en ye kasa ende organi wanamo na ye kasa ende omo budget ye kasa no parliament no omo etwitwa president nim ye kasa otumfo asem a okay or kama Ghana fo ana so kama no ho ana kama Asanteman and that or kama president because the issue of parliament no Ghana fo do no say 11 no omo mpe ena representatives a wokọ masem ye MPs a omugire mu Ghana fo no se yenko fo efri omo constituency ne se 11 no omompe because ahokyere no doso enti omo se omo so apo omompe enti at the end of the day no se MPs no enkonko di dwuma emwa Ghana abra omo behwe nsemu na MPs no so akire se de omo de aba no omo ye represent omo parliament se omo ni nje ho eto no doso no adenti no tumfo sa adane no se sa MPs na nkasa etwintwan president nanim. Now, yɛmfa no ntwere hɔ. Otumfo ka sɛ ɛyɛ ɛtoɔ deɛ ne tua ɛya na ɛsɛ sɛ ɔsɛ nyine tua toɔ sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a ɔman bɛkɔ n'anim ɛfɛ. Wa wɔntua toɔ no memeka kyerɛ sɛ ɔyɛ ɔmanbɔfoɔ. Now the question is, President Osisui ɔyɛ kumiprɛko. na efa eto ho adenti no ye kumi preko fa eto ho because na onje sa eto no ntum na adwene nyina ne se ana ne ngina so ne se na Ghana for e wa ho kire mu too much enti na on expect se Ghana for betam ana JJ Rollins aban esade eto ebeto Ghana for so into oyede otisi abontene ye kire which is demonstration. Now Otumfo say MPs and representing Nippon War Parliament among scrutinize it. Otumfo ya say munjai mamuntwintwan president nenim. Me no ka say eto yeji eto ade na yede ye. Say yeji eto man mu a yede boa man no, yede develop man no, yede bo man no ho bra. Say okoy abakosem mu a obi te say JJ Rawlings baye Kofo baye Atamils baye yenko akire John Dramani Mahama enso ebaye ebeye president of Ghana. Now sa wotu weni ehwe Ghana haya utmu impuntio nyoma bebre wo Ghana sebio enye obi abotom sika na oyiye ede eye sampuntio no eye etuo ya etue ya ena yede ye sampuntio no. In fact, before election 2020 president Otisu ye Ekufuado one John Dramani Mahama ebesra Otumfo catch ade kudienti amopese omosara ne biem. John Dramani Mahama gina Otumfo said to the second enim kire no de time na oye president na to ayetua ye no de ode ye sebio Otumfo yo hene kese obi antumi be gina Otumfo enim enka kwa asem entwantro nantenko se nka Mahama be gina Otumfo enim no se otwantro ba ko bi kurampo anka Otumfo afre no se hey me yo hene kese menya akora ontumi be gina wonim menim enkeka nsem hunu ensore nko Mahama ejina Otumfo setutu enim ekire Otumfo setutu eto a yeto ye no ana eto na banjeje ye no de ode ye e Ghana ansa na ofira ban mu Otumfo setutu nana adodankwa Ekufuado so eba menhia besrawo wentumi ankyerɛw de ode eto no eye ade ba kumpo a ode eto no eye na bebia yeduru sisia no eye Ghana asem ene yeduru so E-levy. Ye nyina yete Ghana mu ha nyina yenim se E-levy no e de ahokyere ebebre Ghana for. E kire won te Ghana and I don't want to say Otumfo Osetutu is an alien. Otumfo Osetutu the second is the king of the Ashanti. He lives in Ghana. He knows the problems Ghanaians are going through when it comes to hardship. Otumfo Osetutu ete na nsia be complaining say ne light kura ngina so ne kania kura ngina so ama ne TV ne fridge ngina say into Otumfo ne te onim eye abenedie ene hawa Ghana for fam ahokyere a adokro Ghana for Otumfo Osetutu the second etukwan e Ghana ha onim de aban bia ye ene de aman bi nye onim nkwan a asei ene kwan a enseye onim mpuntudwuma aba man mu a ene de emba man mu Otumfo Ghana ni otukwan pa onim de ekoso Ghana iti obusa ho se edie ne bema Otumfo abekasa se eye parliamentarians are ono ayekase parliamentarians represent your parliament in our interest edie ne bema Otumfo aba bontina bekasa sa parliamentarians ntumi twintwa executive yanim adentra because budget bi aba sa parliamentarians omo represent your parliament ne say omo represent your eye ne constituency no yesi ye ntumi burden no die na ama Ghana for sa nyoma we nyina ahye omabufu omo se E-levy no omo mpe me start me kase se uye leader uye penyini na udi nipa domanim sebio Otumfo Osetutu the second and the ekom esi asantememu na se nana anopatututu obegina menhia gate no na owi akokɔ na otubitu gatem na nana tia oye sandwich na oma nipa omo so asantememu enyam duanim pondi mo nkrama nya bindi no se Otumfo Osetutu sebio ade be china otin Rolls Royce na se akokɔ ehye no sebio nana manisisum na so na waka na watubia to gatem nipa omudi Otumfo echi no how would they feel? And this is about leadership you're talking about here. And this time I say so Otumfo make a statement where he is a leader and he needs to understand what we are talking about. Nipa udi omonim no ekom atwo mo nipa udi omu no omho kire mo nipa udi omu no omu nya aduane pondi enso ade be chi no na akokɔ hyawa no na ugina bontene na wo sa na de bi to gatem die ne ma nipa na omudi wechi no how would you want them to feel? Say na opese omu feeling. And this comes back to this president. You are saying say the minority in parliament are frustrating. Why do you think say Otumfo minority are frustrating the president? The minority are speaking for the people through their vote, through their protests, through what they are doing in parliament. They represent Ghanaians. Sebi otu for me unsa asam na woka no. Na woka na osamini nyina apa na it say enimguase emfata okaniba. Eye Nana Addo Akufo-Addo na ye president. Eye na ban ene woso. Sebio ebia wonya MPP ni but enim say MPP party ni twane fruma e wa santimemu. Enti technically no ye hu ni say woso wo ya bibia wakoma da MPP ho na de wo ye no na enya Ghana for na wo kasa e ma omo. Otumfo manisi sumina so na wo kasa e protect a political party. Na wo kasa e protect a president who does not respect the people. Mamenka asemi. Time John Dramani Mahama a president no. Oba santimemu. Time NDC was no. Omo ba santimemu. Omo ji eto. John Dramani Mahama a president less than 4 years. Otumfo said to yenyi leti Ghana unim. I na me de say sebio woma ko enim chemi bebre. Ena internationally you are respected than me bebre. Majority of the people listening to you. You are well educated, you are well spoken, eloquent chief, so I respect that. It makes it easy when we are having this conversation. NDC project what Ashanti region ye di Ghana for etwo eye nie otumfo Kumasi KJT eye to ye gege ne Ghana ene ye di Tafu market eye to ye gege ne Ghana ya ntese Ghana ni bia ka se ompene because na aban na oteso no or ye mpuntuo or gi tax or gi etwo enso na ye hu de edo etwo no eye enti me hu se Ghana ha Parliament ana obi gina baby ka say John Dramani Mahama aban no or jeto enso ye hu hwe ye hu se obi anase ohini bi be ka say aban ye o jeto no ye hu hwe wan kasa wo asantimemu de mebe bobosu ni nyina firi asantimemu eye to enye Mahama botom enye NDC botom eye Ghana for to ena e ma sa anyama nyina ba so eni ntire ye hu Ghana for say they are having this pushback omu nyina ka say yampene through their representatives in parliament wan kasa ka say they have the right to scrutinize the government. Otufo said to Asawasi market a tour any day. A Mahama buying a Ghana for tour. Nana, Manisi Sunaso was so tears at 20 b. Yenina to Sato, the tears at 20 b. Any day Asawasi market. Baby to say Sewa Hospital a yet tour, a Santamine tour, Ghana tour, any day. Me who so be sorry can say Yentia, Adentra, a tour no ye for so. And the Menoka se was Santimemu, sa a tour no for so, a bois Santamine, a Kahone Casa Santamine Krukasie. Eka ho ena ma manfo firi nkurase eba santimemu eye ni nyina ye eto a aban bi ba ye eba gige ye betuma kwa enim Afari Military Hospital, Fomena Hospital, Bekwai Hospital, eye Swami Road, eye Tafu Road, Kenyasi Road, eye High School Junction, Jinasi Road, Bomso High School, eye Amina to Bwedi, eye Apromase to Ejeso, eye Aprada to Pokoso. Nana sa mpuntujuma we nyina enye obi botom siko eye eto. Uko enima se new Edubiase Town Road, eye to ene de ye wasantememu. Nana ubehu bibi se Bekwai to Esiwa Road, eye Kumewu to Drobonso Road, eye Tepa Manfo to Subreso to Fanti Road, eye Pakoso Community Day School, eye to nana ene de ye. Sebio uko enima ubehu bibi se Banka Community Day School, eye to Edujama Community Day, eye to Drobonso Community Day School, eye to Bosomche Oyoko Community Day School, eye to Mesi Esuaso eye Offenso Community Day School, a tour this year, a dance from so a tour any GG, any this year, Nana Tepa Manfo, a tour any GG, Tepa Hospital, a tour Kumewu Hospital, Nane, a tour and a bind GG, and this year, you better mark a year Kumewu Water Supply. A tour any GG, Sanya Mama Bosunia, Konongonia de Adina, a tour, Adentina Ghana for. Your representatives our parliament do no ye asantimemu representatives time na Mahama yes anyomo adentina we hu se omoka se omompene every say omo hu se de ye gege to no eto na ye gege no na ye di ye bibi enti de ema Ghana for omo representatives omo parliament omo minority eka se omompene 11 because eto na ye gege no ye hu de ye de ye otumfo se tutu mane susumina so we ya asantimemu.
Sama. Ikuru manto akwan. Sama. Antwa. MPP pa ikuru manto akwan.
You're off road. Kumasi Asante region.
Main road.
Eh?
Asante region.
Wow. What's that? Someone want to go? Wow. His Excellency, Honorable Pakwesi Emisi Atayi Wakra. Nampa Chomuntia so me kani yo. Enra na jo. Me ba be twoma kwa crusade no. Awo fun ase no. Me do ha na yen.
So basically, we are Santimemu. No bebusa say is the king an alien? Sebio Otumfo or Setutu or ye alien? But I would not also agree to that because Otumfo Setutu or Hinekasia and the Ubon Dia Bebia Uobiano and Ujinebiano Yabetchero Bibia Udihine. So for Otumfo to come out and tell the minority, and we all know, say Otumfo Asamana Okano, you were directing it to minorities, say, Ma Omun Chinchan president name, Yate, Nana. This is a man, time Ujina Hokasa Endra and Otumfo, and this is Minaso. Na Ojina Brochire Bobesia. No Ojina Luxembourg, edge 82.5 million. This is the president I was saying me Chinchan name. Yenjano Sebio, Emanin Jimino ho, na ombo besia, non se sikano, Menowoka say, plane no warranty, and a Sikotoka International Airport, and na Osoria no with two. Abra Yenina Yamani to me no, Yakachan say, don't do that. Yet tuona yetuano nana, brofuna na okano, Yenin Chich Musa Yem, and yes, I am woo, and yes, I be a Yantuasio, dear Pessy a children say, so we a penina demainim, Nasa a manica be bitch also tie. So with the president, we are president now demand him. That's also a man what china, men yet BB or lifestyle or near being a man for the so much me. Because ya tea was me and Chincham president in a name. Now our at the power or ye, man ministers MPs or more parliament and Chincham a year executive in him. President when a year a 12 man of 5 years or 2 4 2. Miss Raunana. Ochina ma radio for ne won sante ne won himane omo ahemfo nkete ne ebe kire de eye president we aye wa sante memu nana do dan kwaku fo do begina we ni wontum ambo ade ba akumpa nkire wa ye ne wa sante memu yetua eto ama ekufo do mfie num ekufo do we na ye kumi preko etia eto which you know, amanfo wiye, amanfo prepraye. And Ekufuado say, or the etwo ebe to Ghana for so, yetua to, any problem. Rollins and Bresu yetua President Omabenyina yetua Adenti na ende Ekufuado say, or the etwo ebe to Ghana for so omompene. If we say a bua ombu Ghana for a hantain, a impunity, in kurasisam ni kurasisam, en kwasiasam ni mwasama, sebio etwo na yetumano no, yetuma abaino odidi. Meno ka say nana otufo say tutu autosumienu manu sisumina so president ni nya akwara sebio dia na me de won se we mu nyina say president ni obi a sebio na so your lawyer sebio na so ne te ingredients memu unim ni pa ye enti de na be ma wa be ka kire ye say president a ommu nipa ommuye ye tua eto de hwe no ye tua eto e de hwe ono na busuafo every single day ye tua ne ka etumi high jet Eddie jet no enanti yenie tax no wasting around the world. A dear nebema nana, a dear pan the bema wa catch ye say, sa a 2 ye see yam penny, minority some penny no, o catch ye say, ye chinkai a president in antim. Ye chinkai in antim. President near president to be a munipa o muso. Ombu fi say obeshare about 2016 was santimemu, dear moon to mano obeyamamu. Nana Addo Ekufuado was in the Ashanti region. He told you guys to vote for him, including you, or 32 or 2432. The great king, Obejire with him 2016, or share Obo says, Uma Asantehene Tumana, Obeyamau. Nana Yanko back to 2016 manifesto of the NPP. And Nimtia, Otumfo, Nana Addo Ekufuado and the MPP Webuno. Na me expect you so winya Micah, Obejina ho akase, Obi a China name. Why na Chimcha Okutufo President Ekufuado name? Obi agintwana na emu eye na hombra so eye na hantan eye na kuro no ene na tro ene ekuno nana wa wonim me no ti krom hayi ye ni kapreda ho wonim asema obeka yi na je se obeka eye minority for no kasabo ahye omuyem minority for na wan kasa ka say they are representing respective Ghanaians no and the omokacha president is there eye wo lifestyle kekere krampo kire say e level we Ghana for ni so butua because umbu nipa na otumfo ohene kese a oni atiman mu a unim ahokyere ekoso unim bra Ghana for mbre bra santima mu behwe mabunu nya adwuma nye dodo na dane akromfo ko kegete hu ni pass ade ne ho afin ono so se good life ono so se obenya baby atena ye sit dan e was segleme almost 1500 houses nipa ba kompontim ye ti krom ha enwoma mu nyina ye dindindin nana woni tua It's a day part of the catch members of parliament. Almost try, sir. Oba boye, and me a service crack, and my boy who brasse, omono mutu try executive in him. Sebionana, me who say we in Chai. With all due respect, I expect you to even apologize to Ghanaians. And it's me catch Ghana for say, I think, say, you are a politician now, you are not a king. Because if you are a king who speaks for the people, you will feel the pain of the ordinary Ghanaian on the streets. If you are a king who represents the ordinary Ghanaian, the ordinary Ashanti man, the ordinary Everman, ordinary Gaman, a Ghanaian, you will never tell us that we are obstructing the executive because the executive's lifestyle is an insult to we the people. And you know better. You know what I'm talking about. You are even in contact with him more than any of us. Why are you not advising him that he should slow down his lifestyle for the people to accept the situation we are in? But you turn around to come tell us and say, Yenny mum, nipa na yenyi omo so omo nkwa abemu enko ginemu maye na sene be ya yenya president bi ombu nipa odi yenim betwitwi fom no omo be stop na o ka kire ye say yenka kire representative so omo ntumi twintwa na name na is technically no otumfo say tutu Asantehene otumfo say to the second wona wo foa criminality no so nana na efoa de eye Nana Addo Ekufuado eye e Jubilee House. The king of the Ashanti is the one fueling Ekufuado's lifestyle. Because if you really think about Ghanaians, so do Ghana for do wondeshe and mo wi school tifie do impuntu a abo Asantehene do say Asantehene benya sa face left no that impuntu na you will say in his face say mo amowa ban mu no mumbusa mo say adentina and the Ghana for say mo mpene ma mo fa e-levy ento mo so. It's a question you were supposed to ask those people. You are not supposed to direct the MPs what to do. You are supposed to tell our story. You are supposed to represent the masses. You are supposed to pose the question to them and say, you're not president upon president. We have never seen a holistic rejection of something in the budget. What is the cost of that? And that, then people will know you are for the people. But what you are doing, it is basically you are protecting the ridiculous lifestyle of the president. You are using your position to make sure, say, President Krono or Bono or Babobiakahu. So people see you today as a political chief. Our interest is not your interest. What have you got to lose? You don't have to go stand for any campaign. You don't have to go rent anything. You are going to be a king till you die. What have you got to lose? Just tell them the truth. Just look in their faces and say, the people are revolting because of your attitude. You don't even threaten MPs and say their actions in parliament, they might lose their seat. Nobody cares. It's about the people. If we all could go to parliament, we would all have been in parliament, but we cannot all fit parliament. Ebi na also moko na ebi mu so etena fie na ye hwese o metuma di djuma na maya djuma na ye pese o di no mu di no because on tumi kan chem say ni sika da ho ye hia 8 billion den na at private jet im sika kakra na o jeje eye ma me fo mu kejetia and it means otumfo said to the second on dwene eye kejetia ma ho. From your statement, say Asantehene maamefo a ewia ketekete omote ase abaye di omochi kaya yefo omo asebi omo frɛ say ye hinini no ondwene omo ho de wo dwene ne say obeboa ma ekufo ado lifestyle na ye stop no ebekoso, and that is my disappointment. With all due respect, sir, I am so disappointed in you. I'm so disappointed in you condoning this nonsense. Because if you had told them that they should ask themselves why Ghanaians are opposed to this e-levy, I know the conversation would have ended today. But instead of that, you played politics. Instead of that, you looked at the facts, ignored the fact, and decided to defend politicians you have been warning us against. It is so disheartening to hear a king of a capacity, the number of people you control. Go to the Ashanti region. Ohiabu bro. Go to the Ashanti region. Nana Addo Dankwa got all his votes from there. Edem Puntio no Diabaho. That alone is a disrespect. So when you sit, when you get the opportunity and you do politics, you open the gates wide. Yes, so to but people like us, we respect. People like us, we know when to use our words. People like us, we can draw your attention to things maybe you have forgotten, or you are deliberately acting as if you have forgotten. You know the hardship in the system. You know the unemployment rate. You know what we are going through. You know the stupid lifestyle of this president. With all due respect, say, you know the disrespect he's showing Ghanaians, but still, you still sit up. You still come before Ghanaians and defend a criminal entity. I'm so disappointed. You are one of the last resort. We Ghanaians should fall on when things get this worse. You never spoke on the 8 people who were killed during the elections. You never spoke on the Ayawaso wagon. And these were all things under this man. You've never spoken on any criminality in this government. PDS, Ameri, every criminality this your friend has overseen. Today you're telling us to blame our people representing us in parliament. Who do you stand for? Are you speaking for us, or you are speaking as a politician? The young men and women have a lot of trust and believe in you. Set things right. Let your yes be yes. You have sworn an oath to speak the truth, to defend the republic and defend your stool. Do not allow politicians to use you and destroy what your forefathers and ancestors have built. You are a great king. You are a big man. You are knowledgeable. You are smarter than majority of these politicians. Do not allow them to denigrate the seat that you occupy, because it's an ancestral seat, a seat that came with humility. It came with dignity and honesty. Do not do that. Ghana is at the verge of collapse, and you know it. You know more economics than myself. Why will you do this? The people are struggling. We need a voice to rally behind. Your voice has killed our spirit. We need a better voice to rally behind. Your voice has killed the soul of the country. You have done politics to save politicians. We need a man who will speak to save the nation. It is not too late. You are older than me. Your seat is bigger than me. But you are human, and you have the right to reconsider your decisions. Gradually, you are letting these criminals invade your privacy. Your privacy is unique. That is why you are called the king of the Ashanti. That is why you are called Otikokoso Otumfo Osetutu II. Your name itself is not mentioned. Your stool name is mentioned because it comes with authority. Do not allow these criminals to invade your privacy, to invade what makes you a unique human being. On earth, some people see you as God. on earth, some people see you as a savior. Your words should carry weight to change the lifestyle, to caution politicians that you can cause their downfall. Do not pamper criminality. Do not pamper politicians. What you have done, you have given Akufo-Addo more room to misbehave. He is still riding that jet. The people are misinforming the people. The people are lying to us. Today, they cannot go to IMF because Oforiatta has manipulated the books. And you know, when you go to IMF with a book that has been manipulated, it's criminal. That is why they have sworn an oath not to go to IMF. You know the situation of this country. You know better than anybody else. Don't be a king who always resolves post-election issues. Be the king who is proactive, who makes statements to change the destiny of this nation. It is still not late. What you did yesterday, it has actually pierced the heart of a lot of Ghanaians. Who should we trust again? Who should be the mouthpiece of the vulnerable? Ashanti region is lacking a lot, and if you refuse to talk about it, let us stop this. Let us be specific. Let us speak on issues to change this nation. Otunfo said to, I personally respect you, but don't allow these people to destroy what you have built. We know what they say behind the scenes. We know the kind of attributes they give to you when you are not before them, but it has still not killed your spirit to be the king of the Ashantis. You are a king of Ghana. You are the king. That's why I was saying that Ashanti Kingdom, it is not only Asantis who made Ashanti Kingdom, it is a mixture of people. Show people that you are a multicolored king. Show people that you are the Kente king we have in Ghana. You have been woven with different colors. You need to prove and speak for the people. Stop this. You might be an MPP, I don't care. But what I want to do is to speak as the leader of the people. Your statement yesterday, to be very honest with you, it has pierced the people's heart. It has discouraged thousands. You are encouraging Akufo-Addo to go ahead, destroy this nation more. The people representing us in parliament are representing the interest of the people. The people are tired. The people cannot take more taxes. The people are saying they don't need it. The words the people are saying to them is what they are acting on. Nobody is deliberately destroying the executive. The executive is destroying itself through arrogance, disrespect, impunity. Don't mix with these people. Don't allow these young boys to dent or to taint what you have achieved. We still have time. We still have days. We still have years. You're still watching. With all due respect, extended version after this short break. I will pick.